We're not doing the cake until Friday.
Are we going getting dinner?
I'm having internet issues here. Internet issues. So I'm just trying to go live. Hey, it's I'm back. I guess apparently there's some internet issues. Something is going on with YouTube there. Okay, sorry for that odd start to the show here. So, welcome to Intuition Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. And I apologize for not starting on time. Normally I do this 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or at least I try my best to start close to it. It's my son's birthday today, and I picked him up from school and took him to Wendy's. And geez, I asked for mine on a lettuce wrap. I got home and it was not on a lettuce wrap, and I said, "Screw it," and I ate it, and I'm already starting to feel quite sluggish. But you know what? I have been feeling sluggish because gluten is not the best match for me. But I have been feeling sluggish for quite a few days now. I haven't been sleeping very well. Last night I did have a better sleep, but I'm still not feeling quite right. So the Wendy's probably not the best choice, but you know what? My son is worth it, and I guess I could have not gotten something for myself, but he said, "No, you have to celebrate my birthday with me." So, like, okay, twist my arm. So, anyways, that's what we were doing. He's back at school, and it's time for Intuition Wednesday. Which, oh yeah, I wanted to do the daily crystal. I'm going to use the Daily Crystal Inspiration Deck. So, this is where you get to practice your own intuition. I'm going to show you probably 3 cards. We'll see how many want to come out. I'll show you the backs of the cards as opposed to the front of the card. And you can tune into the energy using your 5 senses. And so we'll see, what do we need for today and for the next 7 days. And I ask that one or more cards will have a message for each of us. And then you'll be tuning in to see which cards have a message for you. Something that you can also do is start getting specific with your angels and guides and your higher self as to what would be a yes message, what would be a no message, such as if this card has a message for you, then you would want a yes. And so maybe the yes would be feeling it in a certain part of your body. Maybe you'll feel it in a certain way. Maybe you'll hear something, you'll see something, you taste something, you smell something. You can ask for a specific message. And what would a no look like? Oh, wow. Yeah, there's 5 different cards that want to come out. Okay. So again, I'm just going to start with the backs of the cards. One or more cards will have a message for you. So if you want right now, you can even ask for a specific type of yes and a specific type of no, or you don't have to. And you can allow the process to happen. So you can use these Wednesdays to practice, go, okay, every time I have felt this, the message didn't seem right for me. And then so you can figure out what your no is that way, right? Or what your yes is. So here's card number 1. So again, the backs of the cards are all going to look the same. And you can start by looking at the card. And then whenever you're ready, you can close your eyes and use your other senses. So you can see where you might feel the energy in your body, what thoughts might pop in, what emotions might come up. And I love this to be interactive. So if you get any type of messages, feel free to write it down in the comments, okay? So that is card number 1. Let's go to card number 2 now. Card number 2. You can start by looking at the card. And I know it might look the same, but you might be drawn to a different crystal on the card. You might be drawn to a certain color. The card might look lighter or darker. Oh, pardon me for yawning. That's a Wendy's. And when you're ready, if you haven't yet, close your eyes and tune into the card. So, how have you been feeling lately? We had a full moon. Uh, I think it was a Monday. Was it Monday? What's today? Today's Wednesday. Yeah, I think the full moon was on Monday. And it's a full moon in Cancer. And it was a very good cleansing type of full moon. And the energy, so that's card number 2. The energy I feel for this week, it feels positive. Yet we're still sifting through stuff and journaling about your emotions, maybe doing some automatic writing, something like that would help to get a little bit deeper because I feel like some of us still have some blockages we need to release. I've been feeling stuff in my throat as well as my heart. So I feel like I have some blockages I still need to release. So it'd be good to tune in, take some time, some quiet time, you know, and see what you feel and where you feel it. And then try to delve deeper by, you can ask questions to it. What do I need to do to release it? Okay. So that's card number 3. So we have 5 cards here, and then I'll be doing the reveal. So here is card number 4. So use your eyes at first to see if you're drawn to a certain color, drawn to a certain section of the card. Close your eyes, see if anything comes up for you. Even if you don't believe yourself that you have intuition, you do. So it's just about practicing, practicing, trusting. Okay, so this is card number 4. So let's go to the last card, card number 5. Here we go. So again, you can write what you're getting in the comments.
I finished it in half the time that she gave us. I double checked all my questions and got other points.
And when you're ready, if you haven't yet, close your eyes. Tune into the energy of the card because the energy of each card is going to be very different. Okay. I was feeling this one in my solar plexus. That's why I wasn't falling asleep there. I probably could have fallen asleep, but I was just tuning into it there. All right. So we have 5 cards. I am going to do the reveal. I might need to take off my sweatshirt. It is getting quite toasty. I don't think we have any messages. This has been super quiet, everybody. This is interactive. So you can feel free to pipe up and see what you say what you got, or even you can ask questions. So the first card, and you can decide for yourself this if this card resonates for you. Appetite. Get out of your comfort zone. So look at that beautiful crystal, and that's called appetite. So those of you, oh, I'm yawning. Sorry. Those of you who resonated with this card, if you had an opportunity to tune in to the cards ahead of time, and this card, you got some type of indication that this one might have a message for you. It's time to step forward. It's time to take action, and you might need to take action in a way that maybe feels a little bit uncomfortable. It's a little bit scary because you don't know how it's going to turn out. And you don't know if you're necessarily going to be able to know what to do when things start rolling out. You don't know if things are going to be positive or scary, or if this is the right choice, which can be scary. The whole thing can be scary when you don't necessarily know. It's that unknown, but in your heart you need to move forward, and it's just time to make a choice. Make a choice, go forward, and as you do so, you will gain more confidence and more courage. So I'm feeling that in the solar plexus right now. And if you need to take a different route, like if you step forward and like, oh wow, this isn't working out so well, it's going to be an easy transition to switch gears. So don't worry about whether it is the right or wrong choice, because your path will be shown as you go forward. But the important thing is taking that step forward. It's like breaking through that fear is the most important part of your process right now. So if you have any questions about that one, if that card resonated with you and you want me to pull some additional cards with that, let me know. All right. The next card is Amazonite. Loosen your grip. I was going to my wrist because I have this really nice Amazonite bracelet, and Reddit gave me this beautiful Amazonite necklace. I'm not wearing either today, whereas I've been wearing them, I think, every day for at least the past 5 days, if not, yeah, if not more than that. But I was doing yoga this morning, and I haven't had my shower yet. I haven't gotten all ready. So loosen your grip. Stop trying to make things be a certain way. It's like they're showing me um, clay, a lump of clay, and the comparison of putting it on the wheel and allowing it to spin, and then having your hands on there where you can direct it and guide it. But if you put like too much pressure, it's all gonna like clump over to like one side or slump down. Like, you have to be gentle and allow. It's almost like allowing the bowl or the sculpture to reveal itself, you know? And it's just a very delicate touch. Whereas then they're also showing me a clump of clay where it's not on a wheel and you're just kind of going like this, and it feels like it's such hard work because it's a huge clump, and trying to mold it and trying to get the cracks out of the way, and it seems so much more cumbersome. It uses so much more energy. So instead, we're going to loosen the grip and allow that bowl or that sculpture to reveal itself. So we're doing that with our own life. And if there's certain area that you really want to be a certain way, you really want some change, you want to make stuff happen, it just bogs down the process. And the more you can be in that place of trust and flow, then things are going to flow in a beautiful way. And I keep mentioning the essential oil Arbor Vitae, but Arbor Vitae right now would be really good for helping you to be within the flow. And it's just go with it. And oh, I was listening to Tamara Jean this morning. For She does this talk to your guides Tuesday, and she was also mentioning the essential oil grapefruit, and that just came up right now. And so I'm like, yeah, absolutely. It's like, I can't remember how she described it, but let me just feel into the energy of grapefruit. So grapefruit is very cleansing. It's also has this burst of uplifting. It's citrus, right? So it has that uplifting. And it really helps you to move forward. And we need to move forward, but without force. So it's that cleansing that needs to happen at the end, having that buoyant heart, like allowing that your heart to help you to move forward in that way. And that vibration of the grapefruit is going to be helping you to sift and sort through the emotions that are still wanting to come up this week, or still needing to come up for cleansing. And it smells so good. I love the smell of grapefruit. So it will have that nice cleansing, uplifting quality to it. All right. So that's the Amazonite. I'm pretty sure this has hematite. Hematite. So card number 3 is hematite. Ground yourself. Ground yourself. Hematite is also part of being really good for warding off negative energy. So, if you're around other people that are in a negative space, whether it's a workplace or your home, or even just society at large, if still going through some stuff and there's some disruption in different parts of the world for various reasons, that hematite can help you to keep that energy at bay and keep your energy clear. But grounding down is also going to be helping you to move forward. Who is there? Ariane. Hi, I was wondering if you can connect with Brett and see if he has any messages. Hey, Ariane. Okay, so I'm just going to finish with the collective read here, and then sure, we can see if Brett wants to come in, and we can see if I can connect with him too, right? Because I'm hesitating just because I tend to connect more with angels and guides. But yeah, I have had people come through. It doesn't happen a ton for me, and but we can see what happens. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be, right? Good job on my name. You got it right. Oh, okay, very cool. It's a very pretty name. All right, so card number 4, amethyst. Trust your intuition. Maybe I need to hear that too. Just talking about Brett, right? Trusting the intuition, trust in the flow of everything. However, it's going to go is the way it's going to go, right? And so, for those of you who picked card number 4, you can see if this message resonates for you. So, your intuition is getting quite powerful, and your third eye has been opening, as well as your connection with Crown. And your ability to bring in messages in different ways has been expanding. So for some of you, it's more of the clair audience, like hearing the message, or the clairsentience, or the clairvoyance. Like we have all these different clairs, and for each of you, it um, you'll have maybe one that is super strong, and other ones are maybe not as strong, but they are getting stronger. And so, with those of you who resonated with card number 4, your intuitive abilities are amplifying. And doing like Intuition Wednesday is one way that you can practice it. But it's important for you to start making choices based on your intuition, because I'm sure there's been many times where you thought something and then you didn't go along with it, and then afterwards you're like, oh, I totally knew I should have done that. So it's starting to now make those decisions, to um, listen to that intuitive those intuitive thoughts. I'm sorry, I'm hesitating because I was just thinking of an example that happened last night. I was watching a show with my son. Oh, I want to read all those messages, Ariane. I started watching a show with my son, and I did get distracted at one point, and I was like DMing back and forth with some people, and then I started paying attention again, and I obviously missed stuff. And then I saw one of the characters in the show, and I had this thought in my head. I'm like, wow, the wife is going to come back and find out that uh, her husband has been arrested. And then I thought, why was I thinking that? Because he hasn't been arrested. But I had that thought. And then a couple more scenes go by, and then all of a sudden you see him in this ankle thing, and he had been arrested. So, whether it was like subconsciously I was taking it in, but consciously I didn't know he was arrested, or whether it was simply just my guides going, hey, by the way, this is what you missed when you got distracted. And so, And I thought, oh yeah, I should have just totally trusted myself in that. Because then the message was, it was coming from a place of love. It wasn't a fear place. And that is the clue, when you're getting messages and you're like, oh my God, like that's totally not gonna work out. And that's so freaky and I'm so scared. And those aren't messages from spirit. That's just your ego trying to prevent you from moving forward, trying to keep you safe. But when you have those messages that are coming from a place of love and peace and joyfulness, then yeah, you should be listening to those. That is your intuition. So trust in it because yours is amplifying big time. Okay, that's cool. Thank you for trying. Okay, wow. I came on the right time. Card 4 was for me. It's resonating. Oh, cool. Feel it. Awesome. Feel more than anything. Awesome. Okay, way to bring in intuitive information. It was that feeling, that knowing. And I'm empathic, so you're empathic too, right? Like you feel that energy so deeply. And but yeah, you have definitely more expanding there. Okay, so the next card is Bloodstone. Get up, get moving. It's time to move it, move it. It's time to move it, move it. Got to move it, move it. Move it. Yeah, the Claire. Yeah, I know what you meant with that about feeling it. Okay, so those of you who resonated with card number 5, I also see you getting outside. So it's not just moving your body in your house or your apartment or wherever you're at. I see you getting outside and getting in Mother Nature and taking in all the elements and just dressing for the weather. So if you're located in a place such as in Ontario, where we have a whole lot of snow and a whole lot of cold, yeah, it's time for you to get outside. So just dress appropriately, feel the elements, ground in with Mother Earth, connect with Mother Earth. If you can't get outside, then the minimum, maybe watch a YouTube video and do some type of fitness class that resonates with you, right? There's so many different ones out there. Maybe you're going to do a yoga class. Maybe you're going to do a hit workout. Maybe you're just going to dance. Turn on some music and dance. How to get that blood flow going. I was talking about how I've been feeling very sluggish. Uh, Yet I move my body every day. And then, but during this sluggish time period, I'm just having to move, I'm moving slower, and that's okay. So just even if your energy isn't at its optimal, don't worry about it. If you simply are going to focus on, well, I'm not as young as I used to be, or yeah, but I'm just so tired. As I'm yawning, then you get more of that. And it's still important to move your body. So move your body in a way that works for you. And maybe you're not going to go at full throttle, right? Maybe you're just going to um, at least get the blood flowing, right? Maybe you're just at least going to get the blood flowing. And maybe, as I said, turn on that music and get a little dancing in as you're getting some stuff done. And that will help to move the energy. I feel like those of us who have been really sluggish lately, we've been releasing more crapola. And I think it also has to do with energetic cords that we have with other people, or at least one other significant person. And it might be that a relationship that is ending, and then certain cords still need to be cut. So if you're in a significant relationship with someone, it's that there's a big honking cord that it it's like, sorry, I was watching Lost in Space. So it's like an airlock and then release. That's kind of what I was seeing and feeling and hearing. And then there's that big emptiness. And that needs to heal. But then there's also other energetic cords that have to do with, let's say, different subjects, different topics, different experiences. And those, as they come up, if you're still in contact with that person, they can those cords can attach. So maybe it's not the big ass cord, but it's these other cords and they can totally drain you. And so you might be finding yourself cording in to different people and stuff. And um it's because it's like coming up for a climax, which sounds pretty damn good, but this has been tiring, right? It's not that kind. But it's like coming up to a big climax for to fully release it. Pay attention to your dreams too. Um, if you can think of any of the dreams that you had last night, there might be associated with fears and things that you need to let go of. Um, I know there's one for me that is coming to mind, and that dream just came up to the forefront. Oh, yeah, I did dream that last night. And so that has to do with the cord that I need to cut. So you can see if anything is coming up for you that resonates. We're not getting any messages on Reddit, which is so weird. I'm wondering if the messages are not working because normally there's always people coming through. And it says there's 13 people there. If anyone who's there, if you can do a little test and write a little message, that'd be awesome. And if nothing comes through, then I'll trust that the messages aren't working today. Okay. So if any of you want me to pull cards to go a little bit deeper to any of those messages that might have come up for you, you can let me know. Otherwise, we can see if Brett comes through at all. Um, Ariane, all I was getting was so I was asking, is there a message from a Brett for Ariane? I'll say how I heard it, but all I was getting was a nope, 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 and I just thought it was interesting in that it was said in that way. But I thought I would bring that forth. Nothing else at this point is coming through, but we can see. So I didn't know that. Yeah. Yeah. Does that, the way I said it, does that resonate? So we can see if anything else comes in. But right now, that's all that was coming forward. It makes sense to me. Okay. Okay. That's good. I'm glad it makes sense to you. Um, all right. So, does anyone want me to pull any cards specific for them and whatever you might be going through? Any questions that you might have? I I'm burping Wendy's right now. Is that disgusting? Am I grossing you guys out? I can't help it. That's just what's happening. That's really lot more that's really lot more. Thank you, probably think. Thank you. Yes, it does. Oh, okay, great. Okay, awesome. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to pull an affirmation. What do we need for the next 7 days? What type of affirmation do we need? That will help. Oh, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Okay, so this is the affirmation for the next 7 days. I can totally fucking do this. I can totally fucking do this. Yes, you can. You've got it. You've got it. So whatever you have been working on, whatever you've been facing, you've got this. The universe has got your back. Your angels and guides want you to ask for their assistance, and because they're there for you, and they want you to ask for their help. And so you have all the resources that you need to achieve whatever you want to achieve, and trust the divine timing is really important. But I do feel beautiful manifestations happening. They're showing me a card. I can't remember exactly which card it is. But it's like Merlin energy, but I'm seeing this goddess with some jewels in her third eye, and she has some markings at the side here. And it's like she's waving her hand almost like a wand, right? And there's these beautiful sparkly energy going around and up, in pure creation. And we have the ability to purely create. We are creators. And it is important for us to open up our sacral chakra, the energy between our hips. That sacral chakra is the core of our creativity, our fertility, our abundance, and our sexuality. So it's important for us to play, find ways to play, find ways to get creative. And then that is going to help us moving forward with our abundance during the rest of the week. And trust, abundance is coming. So full on trust in that. Okay, so that's it. I don't see any other questions. Reddit, I'm sorry, I don't think the comments are working, so that's too bad. I will be back on Friday for Feel Good Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So these glasses look really dirty. So I hope to see you on Friday. Now, on Friday, I'm not on Reddit on Friday. I'm back on Reddit on Monday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the weekly reading. On Reddit, for Feel Good Friday, I'm on YouTube and on Instagram. If you're interested in my other social media platforms, you can go to my Instagram, which is the.joyful.yogini. So it's basically the joyful yogini with a dot in between each of those words. And then my link tree is located within my bio that has all of my links in there. And if you're interested in joining any of my yoga classes to help to continue to open up your chakras and clear out some of the crap that might be stored in certain joints, and find your center, release stress, and tone and strengthen your core, and have a good time. So if you're interested in joining my tribe, you can always send me a message and I can let you know how to get started. So thank you so much, everybody. You can place your thumbs on your forehead. May you have kind thoughts and intentions today. Thumbs to your lips. May you speak words of kindness to yourself and to others. Thumbs to your heart. May your heart be filled with love, joy, peace, gratitude, and forgiveness. From my light to your beautiful, amazing light. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to say goodbye on YouTube first. See you later. Ariane, thank you so much for joining. It was nice to have your energy here. Bye.